Hello viewers, today I'm going to show you a demo, a Zwift demo. Some of you have inquired or made inquiries about what Zwift is all about and why do I do it. I've been Zwifting for 5 or 6 years now, and I ride about 250 to 300 miles a week combined street and online. So in the video here, what you're seeing is I'm doing a group ride. It's a Cat D ride. It's a very easy 50-mile ride with a club that I belong to for easy days. They're called the Pack. And the screen now shows my heads-up display, which provides a display of the power that I'm outputting in the upper left corner of the screen. You have heart rate and cadence also in the left corner there. At the top, you have speed, elapsed time, distance. Along the right side, you have a mini map of the area that you're riding and a leaderboard. And right now I'm producing very low power, and I'm riding out in front of the pack, and I'm demonstrating the different views, the camera views that you can set up. And this is a profile view. I'm getting swallowed up by the pack now. This is a front-on view. This is a spectator view. The yellow beacon that you see there is the ride leader, and he establishes the pace for a group ride like this. This is a social ride. So this ride is a sub 2 watts per kilogram of body weight ride. My body weight is 67 kilograms, so 2 watts per kilogram and below, this I'd be producing something on the order of 120 watts, 130 watts peak output, which isn't very much. My threshold power is around 240, 250 watts, which means I can sustain that power output for about an hour. At that power level for that period of time, you would begin to build lactate or lactic acid in the bloodstream faster than you can clear it out, and that would lead to exhaustion. So the app is very, very good. You don't need a real strong gaming computer to run it. The red fence you see there, the ride leader, the yellow beacon there, he controls that fence. And if you go through the fence and you're outside the fence, in front of the fence, for 60 seconds or more, you'll get booted from the ride. So that's intended to keep the pack together, to keep the ride together. And he's pushed the fence way out in front, because this is a sportive ride, so he allows riders to ride out in front of him at a higher power output. Here I'm sprinting. This is a sprint. Every lap will have at least one sprint in it. The arch there is the finish. I produced about 670 peak watts there for the 16 seconds, and I placed third overall for the best time for that sprint. You're not really sprinting against other riders, you're sprinting against the clock. And here I'm recovering from that sprint. You can see my heart rate's coming down. It's 132 beats per minute now. My spin rate, I'm lowering that. So on that sprint, my peak heart rate was at about 150 beats, which isn't very high for me. I can hit 178, 179 max heart rate, but that was a short sprint of 16 seconds. And I typically cycle at around 95 RPM at the crank. So right now I'm at 90 RPM and I'm just soft pedaling to allow the pack to catch back up after the sprint effort. On the bottom part of the screen you can see a graph. That graph shows your power output over time, and the color coding indicates the power zone that you're riding in. And for a ride like this, I'd typically be down in zone 1, which is all gray. But you're going to have peaks and valleys depending on your effort level, whether you're climbing or whether you're just steady state cruising. So here we're turning over the Thames and going over a bridge, and we're going to head out to the countryside for a while, which I don't show that, but we ride it for about 8 miles out into the countryside, and we come back into London. So we're just about over the bridge here. And then I think I cut to the back to the sprint lap. So we're doing 3 laps of a London circuit, and for a total of 50 miles. So now we're back on to the sprint. It's raining. The sprint will start. The sprint start is a series of the green line that's coming up there. Boom, sprint starts. You can see my wattage up around 570 there. I got riders blowing by me. 6, yeah, so I'm peaking 10 watts per kilogram of body weight there, which isn't bad for me. You can see the red on the graph at the bottom right of the screen. And I think I ended up taking 8th place on that sprint. My first sprint was 3rd place overall. So that's it. That's Zwift in a nutshell. There's group rides, racing, lots of racing, organized racing, and also structured workouts. It's a great platform. I really enjoy it. Keeps me out of trouble. Thanks for watching.